Hello, hello, hello. What's going on, guys? Coming to you straight out of the second freaking hurricane in about a month. We're going to take a look at not only a bit of a patch that came out today, which is, I think, the 5th update for Run 8 Train Simulator version 3, and this freight pack, which is the 3rd freight pack. Now available as well. We're going to take a quick peek at that. First and foremost, you can grab it here on the website. I'll go ahead and bring that over. Show you just in case you're unawares, just head over to run8studios.com. They've got the patch or update right here. You can see it was done or finished on the 3rd, and they released it today, I believe, which is the 10th of November. And your locomotive pack, I think it's clickable somewhere on here, but you go to train sets and it's towards the bottom, and there it is right there. Run 8 Mixed Freight Pack 3, and it's a nice one, and it's kind of a trailblazer or a trend setter of a pack, if you will, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But it's $10. That's about run of the mill as far as pricing for Run 8 stuff, but this pack is very nice, the little bit I've looked at it so far. But this also comes from Hyrail Simulations, the only essential third or second party dev for Run 8. Created these. Also created the the open top, the gondola, the Colgon pack, and the CSX A-line, Waycross, and the upcoming Fitzgerald sub, which I'm gnashing my teeth, but good things come to those who wait, and all that good stuff. But anyway, so you can grab the pack right there. It's at the bottom of the page. It explains what's all's in it, and we'll take a look at that here in just a minute. The change log, which you can get after you download the update, is as follows. There's quite a bit. I'm not going to go over every little bippity boop detail, because there's quite a bit. Some of it doesn't really do much for me, for certain scenarios, but it might for you, so I would just advise you take a good look at this thoroughly. One of the big deals right away is the hump bowls have been fixed to a degree for a lot of you that play multiplayer, play on servers and whatnot. Hump cars now apparently roll properly. There's been all kinds of other fixes that are down here as well. Fix some gyro light issues. Recentered numbers on the Amtrak P42 Genesis. Recentered numbers on the Florida East Coast SD40-2. Some more gyro light corrections. Let's see. This right here. This is kind of a big one. This was neat for me. I was really excited to look at this. So they keep kind of... let me get that out of the way. They keep kind of ticking up the fidelity of the graphics for this game, which is nice. So this right here, what this is, they call it Rail Vehicle Shadow Migitation Distance. That's a mouthful. It says slider control has been added to the shadows menu under heavy rendering situations where there are hundreds of rail cars in the scene. We reduce the draw distance on rail car shadows to help rendering performance. So performance for your PC, i.e. TLDR. As rail car count increases, the migitation distance decreases. This slider controls the minimum migitation distance. So what that is that's right up here. Let's see, it's under graphics, and you go to shadows, and it's an added beep bop down here, little doodad. You can actually see it working there right on screen. So look to the left of the screen if you can see these tanks on the left here. But it really plays a role in very long trains. So I've got it maxed out. I think my PC can handle it okay. This is a pretty busy world that I've got a saved world here. This is very nice that I often play on solo, if you will. We'll see if we can find some shatters here. There we go. This is a good example. Try and angle it up here a bit. Shadows. There we go. So down and up. It goes damn near straight down. I wrote down a note for the actual distance. I think it says in the PDF. Let's see. It's something. Yeah. So this is 100 meters to the farthest left. So what's that? 300 feet. I'm not going to get into it. Math, meters, feet, all that good stuff. And it goes up to 500 meters. So what's that? 1,500 feet. I literally just said I wasn't going to go into it. Meters. I'm not into metrics, but it is what it is. All right, so 100 meters down here, 500 meters up. And if you need the performance on your PC, you can lower it, and it should help. But I'm going to keep it cracked out all the way there. Let's see, what else do we got here? So that was pretty nice. It says right here, increase to the right to increase shadow draw distance under mitigation best eye candy. Yeah, here it is. So yeah, totally just went right over that. 100 meters to the left, 500 meters maxed out, and then whatever in between. The locomotive failures. Now this is interesting as well. So here's another kind of big deal about this patch. You can now toggle specific locomotive failures within the stats menu. Before you can only double click to repair a failure, but now you can set it or repair it. In the train menu, of course, we'll take a look at this in just a moment. There's now a slider control for the loco failure chance. So it's basically the same deal with the shadow thing we just looked at. So it's slider left, right. So it says move the slider to the right to increase your chances for random failures. Move the slider all the way to the left for no failures. And it says, note, this will not fix existing failures. So we'll go ahead and take a look at that. Where's it at here? So here it is right here. Loco failure chance. I've still got it down because I'm the baby man, and I don't play with a lot of failures because I am weak like that. But anyway, another new thing that's pretty cool. Something else. Let's see. What can we hop in here? Something else they added. So if you're playing with some buds, some brohemes, some dudes or dudettes on a server, multiplayer, you can leave notes in the locomotives now. So let's see if I can click on the sucker right here. Let's ACE. Shyster. I can't. What about this one? Free agent train. Oh, I've got one. Yeah, I need to relinquish that. There we go. All right, I'm going to click on that bad boy. And up here, you'll see in the top left, the tab is the notes. So you could, add if there's something going on with the train, if it needs to be serviced, needs to be fueled up. It's just something somebody can hop in real quick and take a look at and know what's what. So that's pretty neat as well. Let me go ahead and relinquish that just in case it takes off somewhere down the road. We'll go back over to the car pack. We will get to it here in just a minute, but I want to finish out the patch notes because they are fairly important. And there's some good stuff in here. So the break bleed cheat, which of course I often use, playing solo a lot of the time. Control F7 break bleed cheat for the entire train has been changed to also open all angle cocks cars only, so that all the air will be bled from the brake pipes. Since this cheat is usually used before humping, it makes sense to have all angle cocks be open, since a car should never be humped with bottled air. That sounds like something I would most definitely do. And there is no change when individually bleeding cars. Angle cocks remain in their current state. Some things were fixed on the Cajon sub, something about the West Colton bowl tracks, so cars will roll further, which was a known issue before. Corrected speed limit on Main 1 between Checkpoint 7th Street and CP Rana. It says it was 20, now it's corrected to 30, the correct mile per hour. I didn't really know anything about that, honestly. Barstow Yermo added missing signal heads departing Yermo westbound. And this as well, system message color. This isn't really a big deal, but it's something that's kind of cool as well. So, where's that at? I literally just had it. Here we go. So before, you couldn't change the system message. It was always purple. So, something from the system that's not you, or like your train or your signaling or things like that would always be in purple. So now you can change that red, orange, yellow, white, green, and of course it's got the fade time, which works as well. So that's pretty nice. So, if you're playing and it's nighttime, you can make it yellow, see it a bit easier, things like that. So nice, nice little options to have like that, as always. There's a lot of stuff that goes over the hump or humping of cars in rail yards. I'm not really going to get into it. Like I said, go and read this for yourself if you want to dive deep down into it. There's something about lightning. I didn't know this was a thing, so this is kind of funny. It says it removed as a test function from the sim that caused thunderstorms to fire off a lightning bolt each time the horn was pushed. That sounds kind of cool. I wish I'd have known that. I mean, that's pretty badass to be able to use lightning at will. I mean, can we get that back as maybe like an option? That would be kind of cool. And some other stuff as well. So there's something about the window and door operation. So I've read a couple people already on various forums and Discords and whatnot. Some people having troubles with this. I'm still able to use it as intended. I don't really know what's going on there, but you just open the window or the door with the left mouse button, your clicker, and then you hold left shift, or at least I have today, and it's worked perfectly fine. You hold left shift and left click as well, and it closes. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. I'd say maybe reinstall the patch. That's the best I can come up with. Sorry. Something about the industry config menu. The text box for the destination tags now has no limit, so you can make it a lot larger. Mysterious vanishing trains. This one's pretty good as well. So clouds, there was apparently a memory leak and performance degradation during weather reloads, or WX as they call it. So that memory leak has been fixed, so it should be a bit smoother. Auto tweaking, and you can actually pause the game now. So the game world, of course, it says single player only. So kind of like Train Sim Classic, if you hit the, what is it, pause break key, I think. Is that what it is? I can't even remember right now. Old man brain. But yeah, you can pause the game world. Of course, you know, a live session, it's not going to fly. So anyway, that's that. That's the patch. Just a few things. Like I said, I will link it down below underneath the video as usual if you want to go and check it out for yourself. But we're going to take a look at these beautiful mamma jammas. So again, the guys at Hyrail Simulations, they brought us all the CSX stuff, essentially Waycross, A-Line, upcoming Fitzgerald sub, which I always make a note to mention. It's like a subconscious thing, I think. $10. You're going to get, from a right to left, 60-foot double-door high cubers. So we'll go ahead and check them out right here. Going to get TTX, of course, CSX, and Norfolk Southern, which is nice. It's nice to have some Norfolk Southern stuff in the game. I guess some new stuff. Norfolk Southern Boxcar, so that's all right. TTX. So the thing with this, what I mentioned in the very beginning of the video with this pack being kind of a trailblazer, is this is the first rolling stock pack to use the new texture thingamabob bump mapping. So they just look more gooder. They look better overall, more realistic. Got that fatigued and stressed metal kind of look, and they just look dirty and worn. Whereas, let's see, let's find a really old car over here, like this. Just look at this versus like what we were just looking at here. Get a nice mental picture. I mean, this is like total next level. So this was in the fourth patch that came out, what was it, like a month or two ago, where they mentioned, hey, this new bump map thing is going to start happening. Well, this pack right here, the Mixed Freight Pack 3, is kind of starting this off, and eventually they're going to somehow add the better texturing and bump mapping to all the old stuff. I mean, this is Jason or Hyrail's Colgon pack right there, so those look pretty damn good as well. But anyway, this looks really nice. I'm always a sucker for boxcars. The tanks are cool, but I saw these high cube, very modern boxcars, and these kind of sold me right away. I thought these alone were worth $10, to each their own. But the logoing looks very nice. It looks like, it's got proper numbers and stuff like that where it should be. They're just all around good looking, nice model too. Just new stuff, new mixed trains and whatnot for locals and all that good stuff. It's the CSX one as well, which again looks pretty good as far as the logos. And then we got the Norfolk Southern, or Hans Head, which again looks pretty darn good. So 60-footer, double door, Got to mention that as well. And these look good, man. They're nice and weathered. Like, look all around the little inner workings of this door, like the plugs and everything, and just how dirty and kind of grimy and greasy that all looks. It looks very nice. It really does. These are, there's some really damn good looking rolling stock in Train Simulator Classic, and this is like, close to that. This is getting, almost on that level, which is very, very nice. So a lot more of this stuff will be more than welcome, in my opinion. And even the backside here, you can see what I'm talking about with the stressing and the metal fatigue and all that, and the pock marks. They just look damn good, man. They look really good. I really like this Norfolk Southern one and the TTX one. And then there's the CSX one. All right, so over here, we've got the ADM, or the reporting mark. What is it? ADMX. And it's a corn sweetener tank. It's a shouty. I don't know the exact, what's the tear on it? It's like 12 or 13,000 pounds. It probably says right on here. I'm a dingus. I'm not looking. But it's corn stuff. Ooh, those are very sharp. These look very nice. Got the reporting marks on there. And, something else they added with the patch I forgot to totally mention is placards. So you can put placards on here now. Which, dude, I don't remember how to do it. I haven't done it since, like, I first started messing around with it. Here we go. Hazmat placard. There it is. Let's see. They added 2, I want to say. I jotted it down somewhere. Sorry, I'm kind of just spitballing here. Where's it at? It says they added 1202 in 1993. It's probably got to be on the correct tank. Hey, here they are. Bam. So new placards to put on there as well. So, they didn't release this patch in this, freight car pack at the same time for no darn reason. This was obviously planned, because this kind of goes along with this, and I'm sure this also kind of leads up to I'm going to mention it for a third time, and I promise it'll be the last, the Fitzgerald sub. So I'm sure this rolling stock is going to go with that as well, but that looks pretty darn good. So yeah, anyway, ADMX corn sweetener tank, little shorty. I like these tanks. I've always liked the logo on here. It's a very cool looking logo. The little leaf. And it's cracked. Look at that, man. It's like the paint's just drying up in the extreme heat and sun and cracking and chipping. Even the reflective bits on here, I don't know if they're actually reflective or not. They might be. There's probably a way you could tell right now, but I'm not that astute with Run 8. Run 8 is just super in-depth. I'm never going to figure everything out. But the reflective strips, the tape looks pretty damn good as well. I mean, as far as I can tell, these things look legit, man. Got the nice stickers and placards everywhere. That's kind of muddy. It'd be nice if that were a little sharper, but it's, it's not the end of the world. But it's a damn good looking model though, man. The reservoir there and the wheels and the trucks. It's new, it's a new deal. It's not just a repaint, so it's, someone may come along and go, $10, I get it for like some repaints, but this is inherently a new pack if I'm not mistaken. So what we got right now is a TILX molten sulfur tank, which these are cool as hell. They're that classic, Big Bird yellow sulfur tanker. Kind of a shorty as well. Not a shorty. I'd call it like a midi, because these are like Chungus boys right here. I don't know. I always see these around these parts. Well, not those particularly, but the big tankers. So these little short ones here are just short to me. Let's see what that other placard looks like here. What we put on that one. 1993. 1202. Yeah, that's nice and fresh. So the color looks good on these. Again, they look very nice. They do say molten sulfur on there. What I like about these is that overflow or overfill up here. Look at that. Look how crusty that looks, man. This is Run 8. This is freaking Run 8. These are Run 8 freight cars. This, I'm telling you, this is next level. This looks very nice. Very nice. Even on bits of the ladder and the gangway there. Not for flammable liquids. Again, they just look good. And I didn't look at this, but you got the kind of corrosiveness or rusting on the tops of these as well, and even this kind of light shine down here. These look really damn good. I would almost liken these to like something on, jointed rail / searchlight levels on the reel. Like, these look really damn good, especially for Run 8. Yeah, all right, next. Let's see, this one's the, what is it, it says it on there, SHPX. I need glasses. So this is one of the big boys here. It's a liquid propane gas tank. I sell propane and propane accessories. Had to throw that in there. But again, big tank. This one's kind of clean. It's got the spot for your placard as well. It's got the reflective stripes or tape again. They just really are good looking tanks. There's not a whole lot to say about these. These are really kind of peculiar, if you will, for their kind of walkway or gangway up across the top here like that. The run down the length of the side instead of like the middle. I always thought these look fairly interesting just for this one feature right here. And again, these look darn tootin', man. Over here we got the CWBX anhydrous ammonia. You would not want to get anywhere near this crap. I mean, look at the tank, man. Ammonia is some nasty stuff, but this tank is gorgeous. Look how just completely corroded this thing is. It's even on the reflective tape there, over the lettering and the marking. These things are pretty good. These things are pretty good. And I don't mean to try and sell that short by saying pretty good. They are good. I mean pretty good as in they're good, and add a little extra to it by saying pretty good. I don't know. That probably doesn't make sense, but they look really nice. I tell you, man, this is next level for Run 8 rolling stock. These look incredible. And if we can get, the next kind of things done that they need to go back and do to add bump mapping for this new texturing and modeling, exterior modeling anyway, to the rest of the rolling stock in this game, sky's the limit. It's going to be good days. But that's it, guys. Just a quickie. Just, a few things about the 5th patch or update that just came out for Run 8 Train Sim V3. And, of course, the Hyrail Simulations Mixed Freight Pack 03. So that 03 tells me there's going to be at least 10. Because why put a 0 in there? So I'm cool with that. Can't wait to see what else they add. But that's it, guys. I'll link them down below. Go check them out if you dare. But that's it. Thanks for watching, as always. I'll catch you next time, guys. See ya.